let's discuss 3 very strong foundations you must have in your marriage. 1 is forgiveness. What is forgiveness? A conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance towards a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness. Excellent definition. Very tough to do. Forgiveness is a very strong foundation, and you need forgiveness in your marriage and in your relationship because it helps you. It's actually true that when forgiveness is not in your heart, you are going to have problems with your health because your partner, the person you are having a relationship with or you are married to, is very close to you. And so if you cannot forgive the person that is close to you, the person will be giving you a lot of bitterness, a lot of unforgiveness. And we have been told by scientists that 1 minute of harboring unforgiveness in your heart will depress your immunity for 6 hours. Check it out. It's true. It will depress your immunity for 6 hours. And who wants to have, depressed immunity? Forgiveness is very, very important. Now, let's note that experts who study or teach forgiveness make it clear that when you forgive, it's not that you are glossing over or denying the seriousness of the offense against you. It does not mean that you are forgetting, neither does it mean that you are condoning or excusing those people. And it can help repair a damaged relationship. And finally, it brings the forgiver peace of mind and frees him or her from corrosive anger. There's this anger that you have that stays so long and ignites the secretion of deadly hormones, deadly fluids in you. When forgiveness comes, it clears you of that. And Jesus talked about forgiveness. He says, forgive us our debt as we forgive our debtors. In Matthew 6:12. It's very, very important. So like God, we need to forgive so that we can let the person to go forward and let ourselves also to go forward. The second part of this foundation that we need for our marriages, for our relationships, the conflict resolution skill. Very, very important. It's a basic foundation you must have. And it's the process of finding an agreement between people or groups who are in disagreement. And it involves listening, understanding, and communicating to find a solution that satisfies everyone. And while you are at it, you make sure that you do not disrespect your partner. You focus on the real issue, not on the side issues. One thing about conflicts is that whenever conflicts come, side issues come. It takes skill for you to concentrate and not disrespect your spouse, but focus on the real issue rather than the side issues that look very tempting to go into. When you go into the side issues, when you are in conflict, you are prolonging that conflict. You are actually making the prognosis worse because when the real issue is sorted out, the side issues remain. And that's one thing about conflict. So conflict resolution is a very strong foundation for every marriage. You must know that act. And if you don't know, please follow Family Colors TV. Subscribe to our channel. We will, over the time, release so many of the videos that will hands-on tell you and give you the skills for conflict resolution. Some of them are already on the air. So look out for the ones that have already been released. Conflict resolution is something you cannot enter into a relationship without, because whenever you enter a relationship or you enter into marriage, you are different. That's actually what brings you together. And because you are different, conflicts will result. And when conflicts result, if you have the skill to settle that conflict, then your relationship will prosper. So follow us. And I also want to drop some little things about very important skills that you need in conflict resolution. One of them is the core principle. It was released by Les and Leslie Parrott. Core just means collaboration, ownership, respect, and empathy. These are the 4 things that you get yourself acquainted with. Collaboration, that you collaborate to make sure that you settle that conflict. Don't think it's the other partner's show. It's your show too. Ownership is that you are part of those that brought this conflict. You should be part of those that will send it away. Respect is very important, because when you respect your partner during conflict, the conflict will go. But when you disrespect that partner, even when the original cause of that conflict has gone, that partner will continue to remember that disrespect. And E is empathy. Empathy is very, very important. You change side, because oftentimes we see things from our side, but empathy tells you to change side. You might be looking at a figure and it will be telling you that I am 6. But when you change to the other side, that same figure will be telling you I am 9. And it's a fact. So empathy is very important. And then, of course, the last of what I want to discuss now for foundations for marriages and relationships is emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is very important. It's the sharing of thoughts and feelings with another person in a way that is trusting, safe, and vulnerable. It's about being emotionally open and honest with each other. When you are emotionally intimate with your partner, you are able to share your deepest thoughts and feelings with them. It leads to safety. It leads you to feel fulfilled and have understanding and trust. How do you build it? Simple. Share your feelings. Listen to your partner. And I mean, it's not that aspect of listening that you are calculating within yourself how to answer. No, total listening. Validate your partner's feeling. Respect your partner's opinion. Spend time together. Learn more about your partner and have new experiences together. These are the simple things that if you go through it, you will see that it makes these things easy. Emotional intimacy is what you need as a very strong foundation. It will prevent so many things, so many bad things happening in your marriage. So what shows that, if you look at 2 people, what shows there's emotional intimacy? One is that they feel comfortable with one another, and they laugh, genuinely. They can look into their partner's eyes and they are happy with it. They are at ease with their partner and they can discuss just about anything. So I would like you to truly get these 3 things. Get the forgiveness, get the emotional intimacy, and get conflict resolution skills. These are things that you will need, and you make a very wonderful family or wonderful relationship. Again, I will ask you to click on the subscription button, click on the bell button so that they will notify you when we come out. I tell you, there are quite a lot of resources you get from Family Colors TV. So right on, let's get on with it. Thank you and God bless.